The Ohio Valley got some early Christmas presents, specifically on one heavily traveled road, and the gifts just kept on giving into the holiday weekend for families in the hospital with no place to stay. 7 News anchor Stephanie Grinley has a look back at some of the week's top headlines.
Downtown Wheeling welcomed back to heavily used ramp this past Tuesday, cutting drive times down for a lot of Ohio commuters. The Exit 1A off-ramp has officially reopened and waterline work is done on Main Street, which means you have an easier commute this week, but keep your patience because we still have 10 months of construction to go. That's not the only Christmas gift the Ohio Valley got. In Weirton, the Holiday Inn offered complimentary stays to the families of those hospitalized at Trinity Health System. This weekend, empathy was shown through free guest rooms for up to 2 nights.
Being in the hospital is difficult at any time, but during the holidays, it really creates additional stress for families, and especially families who are traveling from out of town to visit with their loved ones who are in the hospital at Christmas.
You can just hear the Christmas story in that. And generosity continued right here as WTRF's longstanding partner, Easter Seals, received a check for $5,000 from our Nexstar Media Charitable Foundation. That money will go towards the services that help more than 2,500 children and adults at Easter Seals. And facing the end of 2021 comes changes to officials in Marshall County. Longtime County Clerk Jan Pest has finally decided to head to where the weather is warmer and retire. Marshall County Commission voted to fill Pest's position with office employee Melanie Madden, who will assume the role the first of the year.
I certainly have huge shoes to fill. We have an upcoming election, and that's going to be a whole new ball game with new machines, getting the entire office and all of our poll officials trained on them.
And finally, patrol didn't stop just because it's a holiday weekend. Police are giving the gift of advice, finishing out 2021.
If you know you're going to like a holiday party or gathering or something where you know there may be some alcohol consuming, whether it be a company party or whatnot, making plans to make sure you got a valid sober driver to get you back home.
Especially with the New Year's ahead, this is your warning to find that DD if you're heading out for Christening 2022. That was a look at your headlines. For the full stories and much more, head to our website, WTRF.com. I'm Stephanie Grinley, working for you.